So, we're all going to COP.
Go to COP! Yeah! I'm so stoked. Oh my God, made my week. COP
27.
Yup.
In Sharm El Sheikh.
Sharm El Sheikh.
So we should say that, Tennant, you've known for quite some time that you're going to COP because you pretty much go to all the COPs. Is that fair to say?
I have been a regular COP goer in recent years. There are people of much longer established COPology than me. But I was at Paris, I was at Katowice, I was at Madrid, and I was digitally pixelated ghost in the corridors of Glasgow.
Did you get one of those sort of telepresence robots by any chance?
Oh, that would have been great.
That would have been so good.
Little tablet on wheels trundling around Glasgow with my blurry, freezing face on it saying, "What? Where am I? What's happening?"
So, Tennant, not the person with the most COPs under his belt in our nerd circle, but certainly, has been to a number of them. This has been penciled in as my first COP for some time. There's just been a bit of back and forth about badges and all that kind of stuff, but I've known for a few months that I would be attending. And then it seemed, Frankie, that you got a bit jealous.
I was going to, and I didn't want to admit it, but I had the beginnings of massive FOMO. And I was like, oh, man. And then Luke was talking to me about the process by which I'd get my organisation registered as an observer, which is going to take approximately 1.5 years. So I'm like, well, there goes that idea. But managed to score myself an overflow badge as part of the Australian government party. So I'm stoked. And I've known about that for just over 24 hours. So with not too much planning, but much excitement, I'm also packing my bags and we get to do, let me sum up, shenanigans in Egypt together. How exciting.
There'll be some sort of let me sum up content. We would love to do something live somewhere, but there are obviously logistical issues pulling that together at short notice.
Details. We're totally doing it. We'll just promise it. If we promise it now, we have to deliver. So,
It's going to be super fun. So I actually haven't done the maths on when our listeners can expect, live from Egypt, LMSU, whether it's the next episode or the perhaps the one after that. But
I think that the maths, Luke, works out that we might need to record the next one or at least you edit the next one on the plane.
Great.
You have to rate, subscribe, review this podcast to get that information. Crap. That's the spice for next week.
In all seriousness, I think we're all very excited to bring you some of the colour and movement from what is being described, Tennant, as an implementation COP. A lot of big decisions made back in Glasgow and sort of a lot of rolling up of the sleeves and sort of working out some of the detail of implementation this year in Sharm.
Hopefully rolling up the sleeves for doing some work and not for a bit of biffo over Ukraine versus Russia versus everybody in the West. Or the US versus China, or developed versus developing, or low ambition emerging versus high ambition developing. There's a lot of fishes out there. And,
you didn't even say CBAM versus CBAM.
Oh, well, that may be a source of emerging tension too. So... We'll see. We'll see if this is a delivery COP or a knockdown, drag-out fight of a COP.
Well, we've got all that to look forward to. Perhaps not on the next episode, but I reckon in the next episode after that we'll be live from Sharm. So watch your feeds.
Can't wait.